Bubba O'Reilly is a song by The Who, written by guitarist and principal songwriter Pete Townsend. Their opening track, widely regarded as one of their finest songs. I mean, again, I have heard that initial, as I mentioned, that like riff so many times in passing in my life. One of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. He wrote it for his Lifehouse project, a rock opera intended as the follow-up to The Who's opera Tommy. The song was inspired by the absolute desolation of teenagers at Woodstock, where audience members were strung out on acid and 20 people had brain damage. The irony was that some listeners considered the song a teenage celebration. Wasteland, yes, we're all wasted. The namesakes of Baba O'Reilly. So the Teenage Wasteland, that's why it was used for Stranger Things then. That makes sense. Very, very interesting, bro. Nonetheless, Peter Townsend's, man, his energy, what a performer. It's unbelievable. And him being the main composer when and anything, talk about memorable riffs. And I will never be able to get out of my mind the drummer having duct taped the headphones on his head. Fascinating. Let's do a quick comment and sentiment analysis here. Most of the comments is people praising the film quality, which again, unbelievable that they kept whatever sort of film to create this, right? Like, the remastering. This was 1978. That's unbelievable. A lot of people mentioning John Entwistle's bass playing, Keith Moon's drumming, Pete Townsend's guitar and stage presence, and Roger Daltrey's vocal prowess. For real, that when he comes in, that's fascinating. But yeah, that is trippy that video was from 1978. And like, look how good the audio and video quality is, man. Like, that's cool. Let me like and subscribe to The Who here. We do so much music from y'all's era. Yep, I'm talking to you old folks out there. And we check it out because, like, give my generation some grace here. We know that our music isn't as good, dude. Now, at the same time, right, like everything, there's a little bit of a bias there, recency bias, things as such, you know? But do we have the iconic song like this? These anthems that have lasted decades? They do, because they spoke to something. And the power of those words, Teenage Wasteland, they have stood the test of time. Incredible sentiment breakdown. People love this. But apparently, the person who disliked it the most was Pete Townsend. He was disappointed with it. Of course he would. Oh, this is a great comment here by Lorenzo Ramirez. A rare band that had, let me move it so you guys can read it. A rare band that had a lead bass player, lead drummer, lead guitar player, lead singer. Well said.